his ranking of the most valuable brands in the world in the year 2000, Coca-Cola has been consistently the #1 until the year 2013, okay? That we have dropped to the 3rd position. That is not a bad position, but this is an example of consistency, something very important. And as you can see, most of the brands who are fighting with Coca-Cola, most of them are very brand new brands working in the new technologies. We are the only one brand product invented in 1898. But of course, there is another thing that makes Coca-Cola completely different. And it's the fact that whenever you say Coca-Cola, the product comes to your head. If you say Google, what comes to your head? Well, probably a screen. If you say IBM, they are not anymore about hardware and computers. It's more a consulting firm. If you say Apple, it is our computer, it is an iPhone, an iPod, or if you say Microsoft, probably it will come the image of Bill Gates, our good friend Bill. But Coca-Cola always comes the product, something simple and refreshing. Something interesting is that we are the global company by excellence because we have never managed it globally. The success of Coca-Cola is the success of multiple local countries because we have been very Japanese in Japan, very German in Germany, very Spanish in Spain, and very Italian in Italy when we expanded the brand after the Second World War. But what is important is that if you really want to be global, you need to be local relevant in each and every market. Because when Mr. Pemberton, a pharmacist in Atlanta, invented Coca-Cola, his only intention was just to gain the favor of the neighbors around this pharmacy in Atlanta. The same like the Beatles, when they started playing their songs, their ambition was that these songs were liked by the guys who were surrounding Liverpool. And at the end, what happens is that globalness happens. Many people try to replicate these things, but these things happen, and they are very, very different. Now the thing is our indisputable scale. I mean, Coca-Cola operates in more than 200 countries. As you were seeing, I don't know how many people get into internet every day, but 1 billion consumptions are happening every day. We are really a big company, but we are a big company because we are a humble brand. Something very interesting is that there are no other product in the world. Think for a moment on that. There is no other product in the world that you can see in this moment in the hand of the Queen Elizabeth, for instance, and you will not be surprised. And that you also can see in the hand of a Sephard in Namibia. No other product. And if they eventually met, and they have to talk about something that they have experienced in common, there's nothing else that they can talk, because probably the dresses that they are wearing, they are completely different. The pens that they are writing are completely different. Anything is completely different, but probably they can share the experience of having a Coke, because probably it's the only product in their lives that they have a common experience. And that's something that doesn't happen with any other brand or product in the world. Andy Warhol used to say something, that it doesn't matter how rich you are, that you can never buy a better Coke than your neighbor. You always can buy a better car, or a better house, or a better watch, but you can never buy a better Coke than your neighbor. And that's something that makes this brand and Coca-Cola special. Even enemies, and in some moment of time with the missiles crisis between Cuba and the United States, unintendedly, the only product that these people were sharing was Coca-Cola. They are real pictures, because that's what is Coca-Cola for everybody. And that's very, very important when we talk now about some changes in the strategy. Another special thing of Coca-Cola is the uniqueness. How does it taste, Coca-Cola? Nobody can describe the taste of Coca-Cola because Coca-Cola tastes like Coca-Cola. And that's something very unique. You cannot compare with anything. And thanks God, we were smart enough in the past that the formula was never patented. Because if we had patented the formula, people would have access to the formula. And probably now there would be much better imitations than the current ones. But instead of patented the formula, we decided just to keep it secret, to keep it in a safe. And nobody knows today this secret. And this secret formula is part of the myth that also helps to make Coca-Cola big. There are some people who pretend that they know the formula because they know some of the ingredients, or they think that they know some of the ingredients. But the formula are not the ingredients. I can give you to any of you the ingredients of a paella, and believe me, it's very difficult that you can have a paella, a good paella, as it is done in Valencia.